Today, we are going to talk with Kittiesmama about how to raise your family and how to raise your kids in the middle of YouTube stardom. That's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer, and this is Kittiesmama from youtube.com/Kittiesmama. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. So her channel, in case you're not familiar, has about how many subscribers?
We just hit 500,000 not too long ago.
So you crossed the 500,000 mark. Just family vlogs. How often?
We do family vlogs once a week. Then we do makeup tutorials. Try to do it once a month. And then we just do random stuff like tour reviews and just random other fun stuff we do. Sometimes we do skits. So yeah.
A lot of fun family videos.
Family content, yes.
Yeah, and about 300 million views.
Yes.
Is that about right?
Yes, we hit the 300 million mark this month as well. So,
yeah. So they, their kids are like the center. They're the focus of your videos. And so how has that popularity and all that influenced your family?
Well, as far as like family life, it still is kind of the same. I mean, they're still the kids, we're still the parents, you know, we still say no. They do not get everything they want. They are not as spoiled as everybody says they are. They still have boundaries, they still have rules, they still have chores, they still have a bedtime. I do feel like our family has grown because now we have a YouTube family. We've got these other kids watching us, so I kind of feel like I'm like kind of a mother figure to these other kids, and you know, they're seeing how our family lives and how I even parent. Even though you don't really see me on film as much, they hear me and they see how I'm parenting my children. So
how do you talk about it with your kids? Like when you're at home and it's just you guys, especially after coming off, like we're at VidCon right now, like what kind of conversations happen like you have with your kids to kind of keep them, I don't know if the word's grounded, or if it's just kind of like keep their values the same, or keep, like what do you talk with them? What does that look like?
Well, oh goodness, that's a really hard question.
I don't know the answer to it. That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know, we just tell them that, you know, to treat everybody, you know, kindly, to treat fans with respect, but there still needs to be that boundary because our kids have their own Instagram accounts. And so that boundary between friend and viewer/fan, you know, we really do talk with them a lot about not blurring that line, not giving away personal information, you know, not getting too close with these friends.
So what kind of guidelines have you set for your family as far as like what you're going to put out there, what you're not going to put out there, what's going to stay private, what's, you know, can the kids talk about, you know, all that type of stuff?
Well, we usually discuss it with the kids, what they feel comfortable with putting out there and what we feel comfortable putting out there as a family. And we did have a death in our family really recently, and we all decided not to share that with our YouTube family. My kids just felt that it was just too soon, too difficult to talk about. And so we didn't cover it. You know, our YouTube channel stayed the same. It was still a happy week. In fact, I pulled videos, some older footage that we had, and threw together a family vlog, so it just looked like any other normal week. But yeah, our family was kind of hectic that week. We don't tell anybody even what state we live in. Now, some of our fans and viewers have figured it out, you know. But, you know, as far as putting it out there, we don't put that out there. If I could go back and change something, I definitely would not have used my kids' real first names. I wouldn't have used fake names either. I wouldn't have used like Shaytar's they use, you know, like a fake name that you know is a fake name, because then everybody's going to go and figure it out. You know, I would have used fake names that were just real normal.
Paul.
Names, like Paul or, you know, whatever. I definitely would have done that instead.
And that's mostly just for privacy and protection?
Yeah, privacy and protection. And also, we put a little bit of misinformation in our videos. We don't like come out and say it, but we'll put something in the background that makes people think, oh, you live there. You know, so then they feel like they figured it out when they really haven't. We're just like misdirecting them. You know?
Sneaky.
Yeah, we're not lying, but, you know, there's some
like license plates of other states.
License plates, stuff like that. Yeah, like T-shirts, certain things, yeah.
Go to thrift store, buy T-shirts of other high schools.
Yes, and my mom does that when she goes on vacation. She'll go to garage sales and we'll find T-shirts of like the high schools and stuff. We think it's fun. When the comments come in, you guys live in Florida. No, they don't. They live in Illinois. No, they don't. They live in Wisconsin. No, they're my neighbor, you know.
Now everyone wants to figure it out. How do you balance that with people saying, well, you know, to be successful on YouTube, you just have to be real and authentic. And there's some people, in my opinion, who do like oversharing, you know, not as far as frequency is concerned, but like you know, like you probably just, that needs to be more inside your family, you know, that type of thing.
I think as long as you're authentic as far as like your feelings and your emotions and, you know, what happened and stuff like that, that's being authentic. But as far as like privacy stuff is concerned, like location and last name and stuff, you know, I think that YouTube understands the reason why, you know, we aren't upfront about that. I mean, there have been some pretty scary stories that I've heard from other YouTubers, like people showing up at their house and knocking on their door. And
just with first and last name and birth date, you can get a lot of information about someone.
We don't put out birthdays either. Yeah.
If you call someone looking for information, like for the verification questions they ask you, what's your first and last name, what's your birth date, and then they give you all the information you need. You know?
Right. Yeah, we don't put out birthdays. We tell them the week, and so some of them are close, but they don't know. They don't know for sure.
As you know, there's a lot of vlogging families out there who would love to be popular, you know, and a lot of them think, man, I'm doing videos every day so I can be as popular as Kittiesmama, you know, one day. What advice do you have for those family vloggers out there who are just making videos of their family?
Okay, I would just say, don't go into it with the goal of being popular or making a lot of money or getting free stuff. Those goals, they sidetrack you. Go into it with a purpose and a passion to speak to your audience and interact with your audience and teach your audience. And you're in an audience, they will see that. They will see that passion and they will enjoy that. If you go in with the goal of being popular or making a lot of money or getting free stuff, your audience is going to see that and it's not cool. I mean, they're gonna see right through it, and it's not gonna work.
I feel like that like shapes your family's identity in some way. Like every family, like if it's, I believe anyway, the father should like cast a vision for the family, you know. And when that becomes, in the absence of any other vision, like that becomes the identity that your family kind of forms. I feel like that could be actually kind of dangerous in a lot of different ways, but mostly just for like the family's identity. Like I don't think any of us want our families to be wrapped up in that stuff, you know? Right. So I think vlogging on YouTube can be very powerful as long as the family identity is like securely like founded on something else.
You are who you are, and you're not going to allow YouTube to change you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. You guys definitely link to her channel is below, youtube.com/Kittiesmama. And if you want to see some really good, wholesome family stuff of a family that's doing it well, doing it great on YouTube while keeping family values and everything intact, definitely check it out. Links are below. And if this is your first time here, we would love to have you subscribe. Several times a week we do videos just like this to help you guys who are creating content here on YouTube. And I really want to do everything that I can do to help you guys who have messages that are worth spreading, that can influence people and change lives. I want to help you spread those messages so the people who need to hear what you have to say can just find you and hear what you have to say. So thank you for letting me be a part of that, and also Kittiesmama. And we will see you, I will see you guys again later for another video. Thanks for hanging out. Subscribe. See you then. Bye. Bye.
Bye.